Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or hello if you've never been here before. I know what you're thinking, oh my god, she's not wearing any makeup. And you're right, and there's a reason for that we'll get to in just a few minutes. But today I want to talk to you about something I've been struggling with and the journey I've been on to try to fix that. So let me tell you all about it. So it all started about a year ago when I woke up one morning and it felt like my jaw had become dislocated in the middle of the night. Like it literally felt like my jaw was like this. But it didn't actually look like that. That's only how it felt. Like I felt like my teeth weren't lining up properly and I didn't really have an explanation for it. So this pain from my jaw being dislocated, and I'm using air quotes because I don't actually know if it was dislocated. The pain lasted for about a week, and then one day my jaw just kind of cracked back into place. From that point on though, my jaw would randomly hurt. Fast forward to about 6 months ago, I had just changed dentists and they were feeling around my jaw and they made me open it and close it a bunch of times, and the dentist looks at me and she's like,
"You have really bad clicking TMJ.
And I was like, yeah, I know my jaw's been clicking, but what do you mean? Basically, she described to me that TMJ, or temporomandibular joint pain, I think I said that right. So the dentist basically told me that TMJ is caused by bruxism, which is clenching or grinding your teeth at night. And she says it's super common that a lot of people deal with it. They just don't realize it because it usually happens while they're sleeping. She also told me that it's usually caused by stress and to try to de-stress as much as possible. But if that didn't work, then to come back and she would give me a guard to put in my teeth at night. So of course I went home and went to Dr. Google to figure out what causes bruxism. And it said stress, but it also said caffeine intake, amongst other things. I cut back my coffee intake to 2 cups of coffee a day, and I started meditating and taking adaptogens and just tried to de-stress as much as possible. The problem is doing all these things didn't really stop my jaw from hurting. So I went to the next step of looking on Amazon for a night guard for my teeth, only because the one the dentist wanted to give me would have cost me hundreds of dollars out of pocket. And the first night I slept with it, I actually woke up with more jaw pain. It got worse. And I thought maybe it was just because I wasn't used to it. So I tried it again the second night and it was even worse after that. So the next night I slept without it and my jaw didn't hurt when I woke up. And then I thought about it and my jaw never actually really hurt when I woke up. So here I was thinking, if grinding my teeth at night is what's causing my jaw pain, wouldn't it hurt more in the morning right after I wake up from doing it? The answer should be yes, right? Like if you're grinding your teeth all night, you would wake up in the morning with a sore jaw. But for me, that wasn't the case. My jaw would always hurt at the end of the day, specifically the end of my work week. So right as I'm trying to figure all of this out, in mid-March, COVID happens and my job completely closes. It shut down for what would be months. I went through those months without any jaw pain whatsoever. My job reopened around June 1st. And when it did, I went back to work for the first full week and it was fine. At the end of the second week, I was in excruciating pain again. And I realized that my jaw pain wasn't coming from me grinding my teeth at night. It was coming from my job. I know that sounds crazy, but hear me out. I work at a theme park where it is my job to smile all day long. I'm not talking like a natural Olivia smile. I'm talking about a full face, clenched jaw, top and bottom teeth, like that, kind of, not quite. I probably look crazy right now. Once I figured out that my job was causing my jaw pain, I kind of panicked because obviously quitting is not an option. I love my job and would not quit over something like this. But I had to figure out a way in which to manage the pain because I needed to be able to smile. So I started doing a lot of research on ways in which to manage jaw pain. I kind of had to dig deep. The first thing I stumbled upon was Botox. And I've never had Botox. The idea of it kind of freaks me out a little bit. I found out that people were injecting their masseter muscles, these right here, to thin out their face. And some people realized that it helped alleviate symptoms of TMJ. Which, awesome. It's kind of like when people get Botox for severe migraines. It helps loosen the muscle tension and allows those muscles to atrophy so that your joint can move freely, because kind of when they're clenched up all the time, that's what's causing the pain. I am not ready for something that invasive yet. So I searched my local area for acupuncturists, and I found one that had really good reviews that I would trust to put needles in my face. So I made an appointment, and it was about $40 for the first consultation and acupuncture section. So I kind of just went in really open-minded, but also skeptical, because I mean, the jaw pain was so bad that I was like, well, what is a tiny needle in my face going to do? He felt my jaw and he was like, okay, I know where I'm going to put them, and I need you to breathe because these are probably gonna hurt because of the tension that you have in your jaw. If I go get a massage, I'm like, oh, deep tissue massage, get in there. If it doesn't hurt, it's not working. So that's kind of the attitude I went in with this, is like, it has to hurt for it to work. So okay, here we go. So he went ahead and he put the needle in my jaw, and he was right, it did hurt. It kind of just felt like when you get a shot, like that kind of pinching feeling actually started making my muscles in my face twitch. Like I could feel the muscles contracting and releasing, and each time they released, my jaw got a little looser. And by the end of the 45-minute session, my jaw was like completely open, completely relaxed. I went home that day feeling so much better. I hadn't had relief like that in a while. All in all, I did about 5 sessions, which ended up being somewhere around $200, not including tips. I decided that that's not really financially sustainable for me to keep going and getting acupuncture. Even though it felt amazing every time I did it, I just knew that there had to be a way that I could afford to ease the pain in my face. So my search continued. And one day I was scrolling on Instagram, and I saw this video of this girl pushing this beautiful piece of rose quartz up her oiled face. And I was like, what the heck is that? I need to know right now. First of all, crystals are awesome. And second of all, that looks like it feels really good. So I found out it's something called GUA SHA, which is a type of traditional Chinese massage that scrapes the skin with a tool and brings blood flow to the surface and eases tension. And I thought, that's it. That has to be it. I could massage my face with my fingers every day, but you know, they start to get sore, these little digits. So I started my search on Amazon, and I was overwhelmed by the selection.
I mean, they had rose quartz, amethyst, jade, beryl, every shape, every size.
Any kind of gua sha tool you could ever want, they probably have on Amazon. I felt like it's just kind of whatever one speaks to you is the one you should go with, which is how I ended up with this one from Illumina Beauty. Not sponsored, that's just, I wanted to show you like which one I ended up going with. I'll put the link for it down below so you can get this one if you like it. So now that it's out of the box, here is the one that I ended up getting. As you can see, it's about the size of my palm. It has a really nice like gold foil design on it that really spoke to me. Not all of the gua sha tools have these teeth. Kind of curious as to what these little daggers would do to my face. Gua sha is earning the rep as natural Botox in the beauty industry. So the traditional method is based off of this image right here. And though I will be following that as the basis of my massage, I will be focusing a lot more on the masseter muscles because I'm using it as a therapeutic way to try to cure my TMJ. It's recommended to gua sha your face 1 to 3 times a week to get that contoured look that everybody is going for. But I'm going to challenge myself to do this every night for the next 2 weeks to see if it makes any noticeable difference in my chronic jaw pain. So that's the reason why I'm not wearing makeup, is because I'm going to start right now. Editor Olivia here. My camera battery completely died on me, guys. I'm so sorry about that. But the only part that really got cut off is when I go over my jaw muscle at the very end. So I like to work up from my neck to my jaw to my cheeks to my forehead and then back to my jaw to really get in there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. And leave me a comment down below letting me know if you've suffered from TMJ pain and what you've done to fix it, because if this doesn't work, I'm totally down to try something else. And of course, don't forget to subscribe so you get that update 2 weeks from now whether or not gua shaing my face has helped with my TMJ pain. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye!